Good morning, good afternoon. Hey, good people. Hope all is well. I wanted to just hop on here real quick to mention to you, I was thinking about trees, and someone I was listening to was talking about how trees grow from the bottom and the top at the same time. So they grow both ways at the same time. I thought that was really interesting. So I said, wow. So I started thinking about how we are like trees. So we need to be planted like a tree by streams of water that yields its fruit in its season and its leaf so that it does not wither. I'm trying to get my phone right. Okay, I'm gonna have to hold it. So, and I was thinking about how trees grow both ways, right? Up and down at the same time. And it has to be planted, and the roots have to really be strong enough to hold the tree and what it produces. That's a lot of weight there. That's a lot of weight. And when you think about the roots, how it goes deep down in the ground, it's dark underground, it's damp, moist, and tight. When you think about it, I don't know if any of you try to push something through the dirt, how it's tight, and you got to wiggle it around, you got to dig deep and all of that to really get under there, because it's dark, it's damp, and it takes strength to push through all of that dirt. And just like us, when we get rooted, it's painful, it's hurtful, it's a struggle, there's challenges, there's difficulties. But once you get rooted, then you produce the wonderful person that you are becoming. And it reminds me of us. We have the fruits of the Spirit. We're kind, we're meek. Through the struggles, we learn how to be patient. We learn how to love. We even learn how to empathize, because we done went through something now. We can sit there and empathize and say, oh, I understand, because that person went through it too. And then we stand strong like the trees. The connection with us and the trees, we're very similar with our characteristics. So we stand straight up after we're rooted and grounded. We got the crown on the top. We have our limbs stemming from a central point, the central trunk, that one area. And the pattern of the branches are like our lungs. That's the root of the system of the trees. There's a particular system where it's I guess you could say similar to like the heart. There's always the root, and then it has the veins and stuff like that. Work with me here, because you know what I'm saying. And there are three types of people in our lives that we represent, actually, in our lives, but also us. We represent either one or all of them. We talk about the leaf, the branch, and the root. So there's leaf people, there's branch people, and there's root people. So now, unfortunately, the leaf, we hear so many times that the leaf people, they're like the leaves. Like right now, it's nice. So the leaves are going to bloom, and the flowers are going to bloom. The orange trees, blueberries, whatever, all of that's going to start coming out, because it's nice. The weather's nice. Everything is wonderful. But now, once winter comes, the colors start to turn. The leaves turn colors. And then the leaves begin to fall off. And they leave. And unfortunately, we have those type of people in our lives that are like leaves. Leaves, they leave us when the going gets tough and the tough gets going. But there's branch people that are stronger. They kind of stick around. And although they may break a little something here and there, after a storm. See, it has to be a storm though. You know, the branches usually stand in firmness, and depending on how strong they are, sometimes they may break all the way off, break in two, and depending on how strong the storm is. So we have some people, depending on how strong the storm is, depends on how firm and how they stand and hang around. But then you got the root people. Now, the root people, they're always there for you. They are supportive in your life. Their strength grows deeper and stronger every passing year, just like the roots in the ground for the trees. The more they go in, the stronger the tree gets. The deeper they go, the stronger the tree gets. So you have people like that as well. Now, there's trees. These trees, they symbolize strength. Because you know, some of these trees, I'm looking at some now. You got some of these trees out here. And some are thick and sturdy. And then, of course, you have some that's not as thick and sturdy. But they represent the strength, the individuality. They're all different. They're all individuals. Some have different types of leaves. Some have the orange trees. Some grow different ways. All of that good stuff. And then, sorry, I'm being busy, being outside too. And then you have those that they express. I always come out here. I love nature. And it just seems like it's calm. There's a tree. Let me show you here. That big old tree there. And you just look at it, and the wind is blowing. But it just seems so peaceful and calm. And definitely you can see, being that it's so big, that it's definitely strong. And it has grown tremendously. Lord knows. And that's how I want to be. I was sitting there thinking about, okay, strength, individuality, the growth, being rooted, not being the leaf or the branch. So the question today is, how do you want to be perceived? Are you one that when the storm comes, you tend to leave the situation, you tend to leave the circumstance, you tend to leave your people stranded? Are you the branch where, you kind of hang around? Even when some storms come, you're there. But then if it's too much, you're disappearing because it's too much. Or are you the root? You standing no matter what's happening. Winds may blow and come. The storm comes, similar to like the mailman. They go out in the rain, sleet, hail, snow. Are you the root? And even in your own lives, not just your friends, your families, your relatives, or whomever, your own life. Are you one to leave, even mentally, shut down? Are you one that, okay, I'm going to think about it, I'll try to figure it out. But then when it gets too much, you're shutting down, you're stressing, you're becoming depressed? Or are you the one that say, hey, I'm good, I'm going to figure it out. I might cry, I'm going to get back up. I might fall, I'm going to get back up. I might be down, I'm going to call a friend, help me get back up, help me figure this out, help me be on my way. And most of all, depend on God, because there is hope. Sometimes we feel like there's no hope, but there is hope. And it's just a matter of making sure you get some water, like these trees. Making sure you get some sunlight, like the trees, so that you could be firm and stand strong. Don't be alone. Don't be by yourself. Stand firm, strong like the trees. You need some water? Ask for some water. You need some sun? Ask for some. Or go get it. Don't wait for them to come and bring it to you. Go get it. You have the strength. You have the stamina. You have the resilience to go and be like the tree. Okay? Until next time, you take care of yourself. And remember, you are strong enough to be the root. Like I mentioned in the tree, not the leaf, not the branch. And when things do get tough, remember that you're growing both ways. The struggle is beneath, which people don't see. And then afterwards, they see the beautiful tree. with the pretty leaves. One of my favorite trees, I think it's a maple tree, the brown ones. It's just pretty, and it's nothing to it, but it's pretty. And you know, a lot of times we look for the flowers and all of that, which is wonderful, but just remember to be strong in who you are and be that tree that God made you be, whether you're the tree with the oranges or just the leaves or blueberries, whatever the case is. Just be who you are, be strong, and stand firm, and know that even with the struggles underneath the ground, there will be something pretty coming up. Take care.